You probably have plenty of passwords. And where do you keep them? In a notebook? An Excel file? Maybe your brain? Yeah, I don't think it should. So it's time for an updated 1Password review. Hello, it's me, Gavin, from Cybernews UK. Today, I've got a 1Password tutorial for you, from what it is to how to set it up and how to use it. Let's get to it. To start my 1Password review 2023, I can say that overall 1Password has plenty of things going the right way. I'll begin with the fact that they interact with their community, even on Reddit, where I found that they reply to users, but it's just a small thing that I've noticed. So let me get to what's really important when it comes to the best password manager. I have security and privacy in mind, of course. It's worth mentioning that it hasn't been breached like some of the other password managers recently. 1Password has high-level encryption. It scrambles your stored data into secret code and makes it nearly impossible to read them to anyone, keeping your password secure. Moreover, 1Password has a secret key, which is a never-before-seen security feature. It creates an additional protection layer from intruders. You receive this zero-knowledge 34 mixed characters code that is impossible to decrypt. So now that we know 1Password is safe, let's talk about some more features that 1Password provides, starting with probably my favourite one. It's their browser extension. It can be used on 5 browsers, which are Chrome, Firefox, Edge, and as of recently, Brave and Safari as well. So yeah, it includes all of the most popular browsers. I personally really love the X version as it saves me a ton of time when shopping. It recognises my credit card or address fields and I can auto fill in that information. Another feature that I found helpful is the Watchtower security check. It notifies you if it detects any issues. This might sound annoying, but it only keeps you updated on anything that might go wrong, including weak passwords and compromised logins. I also like their travel mode. Not all the information is travel safe, but I can mark which vaults are. So for example, I go to France for a couple of days. The vaults that are not travel safe will be locked during my trip. The last feature that I want to talk about in this 1Password review is multiple vaults. It allows me to organize all of my sensitive information instead of just getting it to keep in one lump. So it also makes it easier to share if I need to, as I can share multiple folders and vaults at once instead of doing them one by one. By the way, keep on watching if you want to see this feature tested out by me later in the video. So what about operating systems? 1Password is available on all major operating systems, including Windows, Mac OS, Linux, iOS, Android, and your web browser. You can also sync all of your devices, and there is no limit on how many of them you can use. Okay, it's enough about features and compatibility for now. Let's talk about pricing and whether 1Password actually brings good value. The individual plan is the way to go if you don't need the vault sharing option and just plan to use 1Password by yourself. It's less than £30 a year, but if you do need the vault sharing option, I'd suggest going for their family plan. The price is a little bit higher, around about £50 a year, but you can add up to 5 users in there. So if there is at least one more person to share with, it's already worth it. While 1Password pricing is close to its competitors, it's not the cheapest password manager on the market. Keeper Password Managers offers a personal plan for around about £30 a year, but their family plan is over £70 a year. While NordPass offers a 1-year personal plan for just over £20 and under £40 for a family plan, but their 2-year plans are cheaper. Oh, and by the way, if you want to save even more, I left some exclusive deals in the description. Make sure you check them out by clicking the link in the description. That wraps up the 1Password review 2023 part. Now then, how to use 1Password. If you are already experienced, it might take just a few minutes on the app to understand what's going on. But if you're a first timer, don't worry, I am right here. So let's get into the 1Password tutorial. I promise you that after this beginner's guide to 1Password, you will be more than ready to give it a go. Once you have a plan, download the app, install it, and then you'll have to enter your email address and receive a 6-digit authentication code to log in. Then generate the master password and make sure you keep it safe. Once that's done, handle the payment information. You can also just use the browser extension instead, but for the sake of this 1Password tutorial for beginners, I installed the app so you can see how. The main view is the All Items folder. You can simply add items from here by clicking the New Item button. Nothing too difficult. And what if I want to import some data? That's where the browser version is needed. If I click on the username right there, I can choose Import, then where my data is coming from. And lastly, I just put a CSV file in there. To keep things from getting messy, I can use the vault. To add one, I only need to click the plus button and then give a name to a vault. If I like, I can also give it an icon and add a description. Then I can add items to the vault, just like in the main folder. Once I have multiple vaults, I can easily move items between them. If I want to modify the vault, let's say mark it as travel safe, all I need to do is right click on it in the sidebar, click manage access, and from there it directs me to the browser. It's not complicated, but there may be a few more extra steps than I would like. Keep in mind, if you have a family plan, you can share the vault. Otherwise, you can share only individual items. In the pop-up, I can choose how long to keep the link active, how many times it can be opened, and who can see it. It's the same process with mobile apps too, which makes the learning curve nice and easy. So that's about it on 1Password for beginners. By the way, a little reminder here, you can set up 1Password using the deals in our description. Now you know how to use 1Password 2023 version at least. I hope you found my 1Password beginner's guide useful. If you've got anything to ask, leave a comment below. For more reviews and tutorials, subscribe to our UK channel. We are growing rapidly and have plenty of videos to offer already. Check them out. So, what do you think? Is 1Password worth it? Is it the best password manager in 2023? Or maybe you have a better option? Let me know in the comment section below. And while we're at it, don't forget to check that description for the best deals. Hope you found this tutorial useful, and as always, see you in the next one.